Hey, what's going on, guys? The Electrican's back here, and welcome back to another video. Today I'm making a video, something I wanted to do for a while, but I don't know, just haven't really thought of doing it, but here we go. I'm gonna do it tonight. I want to do a little POV drive in my new car here. I've had it for about 3 months now. It's an Infiniti Q50 2015. And it's really nice. I like it. So yeah, I'm at my grandparents' house, about to drive home. Probably not gonna record the whole thing, but yeah, something I've wanted to do for a while. Just do a little POV drive in my new car. Talk about it a little bit. Go over some things I like and dislike about it. And whatnot. Yeah, got done doing a day of fishing here at my grandparents' house. And now I'm heading back home. Yeah. It's typical Saturday for me. Pretty much every single Saturday I'm out there fishing. Yeah, here we go. Drive on home. Got these nice lights I put in. Creates a different atmosphere in the car. It's nice, I like it. Oh yeah, it's a 2015 Infiniti Q50. Has a 3.7 V6 naturally aspirated engine. It's pretty sporty. It's a nice luxury sporty car. Had it about 3 months now. I got it with 69,500 miles. I'm zoomed out right now, so I have a wider angle shot. I don't know if you can see or not. I got about 71,450 miles now. I put about 2,000 miles on it in 3 months. It's a fun car to drive. I like it. I'd consider myself a car enthusiast. Not a huge car enthusiast, but I do like cars. And yeah. Oh man, I guess I'll go over some things that I like and dislike about the car. So I'm gonna go through some things I dislike first. It's not too many things, but the number one thing I dislike most about this car, it's a small thing too. This car does not have a freaking digital speedometer. Oh my God, it just freaking drives me crazy not having a digital speedometer. It's like you gotta guess how fast you're going, and the speedometer's off by like 1 mile an hour. I mean, it's not that big of a difference, but you know, I just prefer looking at a digital speedometer than looking at this one because it's easier. Yeah, I mean, that's a small thing, but it's the number one thing I dislike about this car. Every single time I get in this car, I'm just like, God damn it, I wish I had a freaking digital speedometer. But it is a small thing. I can live without it. Yeah, that'd be the number one thing I dislike about this car. Oh, let's see. What's another thing I hate about this car? Oh, I'm trying to think. Gosh. It's not a whole lot, honestly. The transmission. The transmission in these cars are kind of garbage. Oh, man. It's like they're inconsistent. Sometimes they shift really smooth. They shift consistently, but sometimes you'll push down on this gas pedal and this thing will damn near redline. It's like, what the heck? What the heck? I don't know. That and shifting it in manual, I don't know, it's a little delayed. I don't know if that's just the computer or the transmission. I'm not sure what that's about with the shifting. It's a little bit delayed in this car. The transmission, I guess that's something I don't really like about this car. These cars have a reputation for not having the best transmissions, but that'd be another thing I don't like about this car. And another thing would be paddle shifters. I have the premium version of the 2015 Q50. It does not come with the paddle shifters. That is so annoying to me, because it costs like $500 for the full setup for the paddle shifters. And it's just like, the plugs are right under the steering wheel. It's like, why don't you just put them in? What the heck? I don't know. I just way prefer to have my shifters right behind the wheel here rather than down here, but that'd be another thing I don't like about the car. Yeah, there's not really much else. Just some small stuff. I guess the transmission, I guess that could be a big issue, but I plan on maintaining my transmission, so I'm gonna change the fluid pretty frequently. So yeah, coming up to the interstate here, maybe do a little pole, a 100 pole. I don't like to go too crazy in this thing. Yeah, I guess those are the only three things I can really think of that I don't like about the car. I mean, number one thing being the freaking digital speedometer. That's about it. I like to just have it on the fuel economy setting here. But yeah, I guess I'll go into why I ended up getting this car. So basically, before I had this car, I had a 2008 Toyota Yaris. That car was very reliable. Never had an issue with it, but that's about all it's good for. Reliability, getting you from point A to point B. It's literally the only thing good about that car was just driving. You know, it got you from point A to point B. Had no mechanical issues. So yeah, I mean, it had no features. I mean, the thing didn't even have automatic windows. I mean, outdated. I wanted something new. I wanted something nicer. So, in my search for a new car, I wanted to have like 4 things. Number one, I wanted it to be a nice looking car. Number 2, I wanted it to be decently reliable. Number 3, wanted something sporty. And number 4, just wanted something nicer, you know. And something that was decently priced. So yeah, basically, I was looking on many car websites, just looking around for cars, you know, I was thinking about getting another Toyota, maybe a Toyota Camry. Looking at the price of all those, I was like, man, kind of expensive. Even with high mile, even over 100,000 miles, they're still like 20 grand. And then I stumbled across good Lord, I cannot speak English. Across this car. Checked out the specs of it. 3.7 V6, 328 crank horsepower. I was like, that's a pretty nice looking car. It was pretty well, most of these cars under 100,000 miles are pretty well priced too. I mean, you can get one of these things with, I don't know, like 60,000 miles for like, I don't know, depending on what state you're in, make 18 grand. But, yeah, pretty good price car for what it has under the hood. It's a pretty, you can't see anything because it's too dark, but you know, it's a pretty luxurious car too. It's got good luxury feel to it. Good balance between luxury and sport, and sporty feel. But yeah, stumbled across, I think it was actually a G37 that I was looking at first. I was like, that's pretty cool. So I looked into more Infiniti products and I saw this car and I'm like, wow, this thing is nice. Very nice looking car. And the first one I looked at was the twin turbo, the 3.0T version. I was like, ooh, twin turbo V6, man. That doesn't sound too shabby. So yeah, I started looking into these cars more. Started doing my research on them. At first, I was pretty much fully sold on going with the 3.0T version. God, this thing sounds good. Yeah, I was pretty much fully sold on going with the 3.0T version. I found one in a dealer in Iowa. It was a great price for, it was a 2020, only had like 31,000 miles on it. 24,000 MSRP. There was a reported theft on it. I don't really care about that. No accidents reported, clean title. But I was pretty much sold on getting that car, but the freaking dealership, I kept contacting them, and they just kept delaying it and delaying it. Oh, it's not ready. We ordered a new part for it. We gotta wait for that to get in. But yeah, then started doing more research on these. I found out that those things had turbo issues. The turbos tend to blow out just randomly. Some of them doing high mileage, some of them doing like 20,000 miles. I know the earlier year models had the serpentine belt issue. I don't know if it was an AC compressor misalignment, something like that. But the belts kept shredding on those things after just like 10,000 miles. Yeah, I started doing more research on those. I was like, I don't know if I want to get one of these with all those issues. Seems like too high of a risk. So yeah, then I looked into the 2015, 2014 models with the 3.7 VQ. Much more reliable engine. I mean, these things have been around. The VQ has been around for well over a decade. So then I started leaning more towards the 3.7 model. And then listing came up in my city. Unfortunately, it was I don't even want to talk about how much I paid for this car, but I'll get clowned on. Let's just say I did overpay, but not a substantial amount, but I did overpay. But the car, the dealership was literally a mile away from my house. It was the only one within like a 100-mile radius of where I live, so it was either overpay, get it done in one day, get it here easy, or have to go out of the state damn near to go get one of these things, which would have been more complicated. So I ended up getting this thing. I've had it for 3 months now. Haven't had any issues with it. I replaced the tires because it had bad tires when I bought it. That was freaking $800. Yeah. It's a nice car. I love it, man. I love driving it. Oh man, I wish you didn't have to put premium gas in it. I guess that'd be another thing I dislike about the car, having to put premium in it, but at least premium fuel is good at cleaning your engine and whatnot. You get way better performance with it too, so you gotta look at the positives. It's just, god dang, premium gas is like 80 cents more expensive than 87, so yeah. Overall, I'd highly recommend this car. You know, it's sporty, it's luxurious, it's a nice car. If you want to get the 3.0T version, go right ahead. The tuning potentials on those things are absolutely insane. I'm thinking about getting a tune on this one, a level 1 tune. I've heard that it helps with the transmission shifting and whatnot. That, a little more horsepower, a little more torque. What can go wrong with that? Yeah. Pretty much checked off everything I wanted in a car, so ended up getting it. Sportiness, good price, reliability, good looking car, nice interior, good features, has heated seats, has a really nice Bose sound system, sounds amazing. It's a good car. I don't regret getting it. I plan on keeping it for a long time. And yeah. Alright, this has been a really long video, so I'm gonna cut out of here. Hope you guys enjoyed. Leave a like and subscribe. I might make more of these videos. Maybe do a little video on doing some polls, some 0 to 60 polls. Unfortunately, my new tires I put on are not rated for high enough speed to go all the way to the top speed this thing's capable of doing, but yeah, maybe do another video doing some polls and whatnot. But yeah. Hope you guys enjoyed, and see you guys later.